Trauma response. Everyone has a survival response: flight, fight, freeze, or fawn. Fawning is when you try to please the person who's a threat to you. For our ancestors, slavery was an ongoing, constant, traumatic experience which provoked those survival responses: flight, fight, freeze, or fawn. For example, you might call the person who fawned or tried to please his enslaver an Uncle Tom. Many people are only happy when the ancestors chose to fight, but all those responses can be effective under the right circumstances. And I respect all those responses because I wasn't there going through all that trauma. People who experience historical and personal trauma have a heightened sense of danger and can be easily activated. Researchers refer to this as a cat hair response. This person senses there's a cat hair in the room and responds as if there is an actual threat in the form of a cat. This results in the lower brain or survival brain switching itself on, and then it gives you one of those choices: flight, fight, freeze, or fawn. When the lower brain or survival brain is on, the higher brain or the rational thinking brain switches itself off, sending all the energy to survival. The task is to get the rational brain to switch itself back on. And it can only do that when we calm the survival brain down. Some ways of doing that: the first step is to self-soothe based on what works for you. So some of the things that can work: pacing, being quiet, being held, going for a walk, listening to music, looking at art. Like you see me constantly showing art. The second thing is to evaluate whether it's a cat hair or a dangerous cat. If it's a dangerous cat, you're not having a trauma response, you're having a real response to real danger. If it's not a real cat and just the hair, then it's okay to calm down and think. The third step is to use the most effective method to protect yourself. If it's a cat, use the most effective method of protecting yourself, and you can only get to that by using your rational brain. Finally, again, I must reiterate that it is harmful to our bodies and our relationships to be in survival mode all the time. This causes quite a few diseases. So yeah, that's what I mean to soft strength. You have to calm down the survival instincts. Thank you for listening.